I was introduced to a book, Permission to Feel,
Mm.
by Mark Hackett, the director of emotional intelligence at Yale University. It's another book that I read that spoke about the whole idea of emotional intelligence. And because I had a relationship with someone at the juvenile detention center, I called. It was on my heart to do. Called and said, hey, I think this book could have a positive impact on some of the young people that are in the facility. Because more times than not, they're there because they made a snap decision in a dysregulated state. They agreed, books, we started. So I go every Tuesday, and it's been nothing but a blessing. The young folks I'm reading with, not to, reading with, are able to connect some of the dots between the stories in this book to their lives. They're able to either verbally or non-verbally make me aware that some situations that they've encountered is not 100% who they are. If they had an opportunity to do things differently, they don't necessarily have the skills and the processes to navigate in certain situations to avoid landing back where they are. So as we're reading, I am having side conversations about strategies to regulate, because we know, because of what the brain does when we're dysregulated, if we can't prevent ourselves or have a skill or a process to impede the process of getting dysregulated, once we're dysregulated, what's going to happen is going to happen. We're fight or flight. It's going to happen. We're not created that way. When we see the bear in the woods, we either fight the bear, run, or we freeze. We don't think rationally when we're in the presence of the bear. We don't say, hey, man, if this bear, no, that's rational thinking. That's that frontal cortex that shuts down. Adrenaline's released, cortisol's released. We're ready. So if that's somebody in the street, that's the bear. If that's the teacher, that's the bear. If that's a spouse, that's the bear. The bear could be anything. We don't know. That's why we got to be slow to judge. It's why we're slow to judge, right? A lot of folks in that think kids are just off the chain or off the hook or they're out of control. There's something undergirding that. We just don't often take enough time to dig out, right? But it's been such a blessing. These young people who need it, I feel like, the most. Alternative settings, juvenile detention center, they need to be taught the skills so that they're not repeating the occurrences that landed them there to begin with.